Good morning, YouTube. Michelin Man 8592 here. And I seem to be walking towards an old Cadillac. Only God knows why. Appears I have a set of keys. Oh joy. Ah! Okay. Well, YouTube, I was able to obtain my first classic car. It's an 81 Cadillac Coupe DeVille. 15,236 miles. And yes, that is original. Six-liter throttle body fuel injection. Absolutely amazing car. So in just a few moments, I'm going to go ahead and move her on over and we'll take a better video. Okay, just a quick walk around. It's been in Michigan all its life, so there's a few spots, the typical silicone pieces. Yeah, in time I'm going to be trying to get this all kinds of repaired. Paint's original. It's got a few spots here and there. I was able to get a minor tune-up, so it runs a heck of a lot better than when I first got it. Like I said, it's got a few spots in time. I'll get all those repaired. Vinyl top's even in good shape. Interior is all original, including the broken high-mounted brake light. All the interior lights actually work. There's a few trim pieces that are missing, though they're actually in the back of the car. Huge doors. Opulence from 81 anyhow. There's a huge crack on the dash. I'm going to be able to fix that pretty soon. And then there's that little chip right here, about where my finger is on the windshield. Gonna get that fixed eventually, but other than that, everything's all original and everything actually works. Haven't been running her in a few days, so 11.9 is not too bad. When I first got it, it was getting about 10.5. Heat does actually work, sort of. When it's cold, it only works on the defrost. For some reason, the Econ doesn't exactly work. That particular trim piece is in the trunk. Again, it's definitely a project car, but for being 37 years old, I don't think I did too bad. My dad actually helped me to get it. Ah, that's right, it even has a aftermarket tape player, and it's a bit of a stretch for me, but original owner's manual too. That's always a handy thing. There's only a few service records, but as far as we can tell, judging by all the paperwork, it actually is true. The mileage is actually true. And that it was a one-owner car, always in Michigan, and it's undercoated. Flickering's just the camera. LCDs and LEDs sometimes don't work properly. Radio actually works. Yeah, so the radio actually works. Passenger side mirror. which they are truly actually that tiny. The interior headliner, unfortunately, is suffering from GM-itis. It's a bit baggy, saggy, and that one's going to be repaired pretty soon. So, anyhow, let me go ahead and take you around the block real quick. Before we even go around the block, let me show you under hood here of the ever so mighty, yet very much optional, 6-liter throttle body injection V8. Oh, and before I forget, the little sentinels actually work on both sides, which is by some miracle. Trying to do this one-handed, it's a little bit hard. It's a very heavy hood, and the one spring is missing, but there you go. 6 liters of throttle body injection worth of engine. It's been a while since I made a video, can't you tell? Big engine, tiny space. On camera, it's just about impossible to show just how big this car actually is. Honest to goodness, I can barely fit it in the frame of my phone here. It takes up a whole parking space with about 1.5 feet extra on either side, either end I should say. It's almost as every bit as long as a Chevy Suburban. And GM's famous 3-point safety belt. Let's see if I can actually do this one-handed here, like I did in some of my older videos. Yes, not a problem. Alright, quick trip around the block here. Completely effortless steering. One finger. These things truly do float. They're absolutely incredible. If anybody watching this ever gets the chance to drive one of these, take it. Grab it by the horns. And I don't know if you can hear it. I certainly can. One of the major faults that will be looked into rather sooner than later, provided funding pops up. Gotta love that mad money. Provided I get some realistic funding here, the alternator is going to be worked on because the bearings inside it are bad. And if I put the alternator under any considerable load, what ends up happening is it just absolutely squeals. Right now, even just running the alternator, let's see here, defrost, that's what I mean. Just running the defrost, it just doesn't really like it. Now, I do apologize about the lack of cleanliness on the windows. It is what it is. I haven't been able to clean it. I've just been so busy with work. At least I just have it parked under a carport. Took my regular car, my 2010 Hyundai Accent, which I nicknamed Humble Hyundai. Just these bumps. They're absolutely incredible. It just floats right over every single bump, just like an old Cadillac should. Sorry about that, YouTube. There was somebody walking on by, so what I'm going to do real quick is set up my other camera, and we'll go ahead and do a proper... Well, I was going to actually do a proper driving portion with my old Olympus X905 here, which a lot of my early videos were shot with, but even my replacement battery has succumbed to age, and it's refusing to stay on for more than a minute, so maybe at a later date I'll do a driving portion, but in the meantime I'll show you at least the inside of the trunk. Traditional, classic American trunks. So, simply flip the emblem out of the way, insert the key, there's the extra trim pieces I was saying earlier. Extra junk. And rather curiously, they decided to use a space-saving spare on this old thing. I even have the little literature for that, too, that the car came with. And just for the heck of it, since it's a bench at the front and at the back, I'll show you what it's like getting in on the driver's side. Simply just fold the seat out of the way, and just hoist yourself in, for better or for worse. Doors close with a nice heavy thunk. Roll the seat back and you're in. And that's with the seat all the way back, and I have miles of room back here. I can almost lay down widthwise. And another issue with the seat, can't really see it on camera, but it is tilting down on the driver's side. One of the many things. This car will be fixed eventually. It'll be a slow-going process, but I hope to do a cosmetic restoration on it. Try and bring it back to the original luster. Showroom condition, anyhow. So, up we go. Simply roll the seat back. Might as well at least just fire it up one last time for some good measure and show you the lights. Provided I can get the keys, but in the meantime, air conditioning's out of it, and they installed a little rocker switch, and they marked it AC. So, one of the countless things that can be done to this car. Annoying 80s buzzer. Yeah, the HVAC does that by itself sometimes. Not a problem. Headlights. And the annoying hazards on the side here. There's that little bit of bulk squeak. Walk over to the back here. Some of the lights have been replaced. Reverse lights don't really work all that well, sadly. I think the switch is bad on it. One other thing I could possibly do, cruise control doesn't work either. Not surprising. Left turn signal and the brights, purely by accident. The side cornering lamps even work on this thing, which is truly amazing. And you can kind of see with the sun anyhow, the clear coat's failing in some spots, but other than that, it's been a tremendous old car. For better or for worse, all original. Runs like an absolute champion. Classic pop tab signal. Washer pump doesn't exactly work on that either, but at least the car runs. Yeah, that's about as much as I have to say on this, on my classic 81 Cadillac Coupe DeVille. Hope everybody enjoyed. Sorry if I sounded a bit like a lunatic, but other than that, I haven't made a video in a while, and at least I now have something that I could have made a video on. So hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.